What it do? What it's your boy Hollywood Mike T. And you already know what time it is, man. I got my Ricky Williams throwback on. Ooh, wee. Yes, sir. And I'm hosting this week. So you already know what time it is. Hey DJ, drop that beat.
Drew on the keys for this shit now.
What it do? What it's your boy Hollywood Mike T, aka Mike T, aka Coach Drip. And I'm here hosting this episode of the Man Cave Sports Podcast, man. Hey, thank y'all for listening. If you're new to this, stay true to this, and thank you for viewing this. Yes, sir. If you watch Maryland Tech, I say that every episode. And I'm here with my main man, Wild Card Mom. What's up, man?
Hey man, what it do, Wardy? Man, you already know what it is. You tune in to the Man Cave Sports Podcast. Hey man, hey man, you got the Ricky Williams jersey on. Hey, that's real fly. So you got me real inspired, bro. So I saw the aqua, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like you. I was a jersey head growing up. So you got the aqua, right?
Oh,
I got
man.
the, I got the orange joint right there. See, I got the orange. See, I got the orange joint right there.
I'm
So
gonna get that. I'm gonna get that and be like you. I'm gonna be like you.
shout out
I'm
Ricky. Shout out Ricky.
Shout out Ricky. I'm gonna get the white one too now. Shout out Ricky Williams, man.
Woo.
One of the trillest to ever do it. Hey
So
man, listen, we had another week. We had another big sports week, man. And it's getting popping. And I think y'all think I'm gonna go somewhere first, but I'm gonna go somewhere totally different first today. Hey man, we got some quarterbacks that got paid and some quarterbacks that got traded away. Hey man, I just looked it up and saw Geno Smith got a $75 million extension. Hey man, before I give my opinion, Wild Card Mar, he's in your division. What you think?
man, they just gave Geno some money. So here's the crazy thing. So I know they gave him money, but they still, they still kind of, being, if you really think about it, on the bargain end of a quarterback, because quarterbacks is almost getting 55, almost 60 million. They paying Geno like near 30. So, and if you really look at it, Geno's probably, if he's going to be at the bottom of the pay list, it's crazy because he's at the top, near the top of accuracy. What Geno's been doing the last few years. So if I was Geno, I look, I get it. Pete's his guy. He gave him another shot in Seattle. Maybe he gave him just a little, a second chance, discount. It might be. Me personally, if I was Geno, I try to max out, my money. That's just me in the NFL. You get what you get. Try to get as much as you can. That's the name of the game. So, but it works out for them. My question is, what does that do for the quarterback, like for your future? Like you talking about a 3 year, it could get upwards about 85 million over those 3 years. So it's kind of like what does that mean? What does that mean for this draft? That takes my take, kind of make it look crazy now, then go get in Shador. Because I'm kind of like, you're investing so much in the Geno, there's no way you can say that you're automatically going to draft a quarterback and have him sit behind the guy you just paid. I now that's kind of making me think like, I don't know if they going quarterback at 6 now. Now I'm kind of like, well, damn, Raiders, what are you doing now? So I don't know, bro.
I think this signals that they don't think Shador or Cam will be around
Mm,
at 6. That's
mm,
what I think. I agree with everything pretty much you said. The only thing I think about it is this way. I look at it this way. Here's the kind of comic relief of it. If
mm.
you're Geno Smith and you play for the Raiders, if you get them to the playoffs, you can go back in there and ask for another extension because you deserve it.
He could, because
I'm sure you'll be up there in accuracy and you'll be up there in numbers if you get the Raiders to the playoffs.
mm,
Now, if you don't, You got 30 years to play for the 30 mil to play for the Raiders, so you ain't really tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the Raiders.
The
You
Raiders.
know what I mean? Even Vegas, you could go. Well, then again, you can't gamble. Hold on, can they gamble?
I know he can't gamble on the actual
Games or
sport,
sports?
but I'm pretty sure he could probably go on the casinos, hit the tables and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, he can go there and gamble, maybe double up on his money. Who knows? Get a little bag on the side. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't know. I think this, but I kind of think this signals that they know that Shador won't be there at 6.
Mm.
They must have been calling around some people, or maybe they just being paranoid and just logging him up. Because I'm with you. I don't see them paying him this extension if they're going to draft Cam or Shador.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Now maybe they're thinking maybe they may go get a quarterback in the 3rd round,
Mm.
or maybe 3rd round or later rounds. They may get there. They may develop a quarterback because Pete Carroll is a quarterback developer.
Mm.
If I'm not mistaken, Russ didn't go 1st round, correct?
No, I think Russ 3rd or 4th.
Yeah. So he's been known as the quarterback whisperer slash guy that gets the best out of a lot of his quarterbacks and a lot of his players. So we'll see. Gino, he's definitely an upgrade to the quarterback position with the Raiders. Let's just say that. We know that. But I don't know, man. I'm again, I agree with you. For all the reasons that you say, like if I'm Gino, I'm probably trying to get more. And if I'm the Raiders, then I'm also like, am I really going to give him this extension now? Like you could have gave, but I think they're probably thinking of it as we're saving money.
Yeah.
Cause like you just said, because he's on the lower end of being paid. So if they don't get their return out of him, it is what it is. But if they do get their return out of him, then all right, cool. We cool. We cough up some more money later.
Mm. That's
But
fair.
if it doesn't work, then hey, we paid Geno Smith a little bit of money.
Yeah. And we
You
really
know,
got killed for it. Yeah.
right? I mean, at least they're not Cleveland. But
Oh, no, for real. For real.
yeah. But speaking of quarterbacks, like I said, there was a trade, and I kind of don't understand this trade, but Joe Milton,
Mm.
the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm.
Now, the reason why I don't understand this trade is because they did this with Trey Lance.
Mm.
And it
Mm.
was like, wait a minute, what are you doing here?
Mm.
Like, are you just stockpiling quarterbacks? Like, where's Trey Lance? Is Trey Lance still on their roster, isn't he?
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe he's still on their roster. So is Trey Lance going to be like, did you trade for a 3rd string quarterback? Or did you trade for 2 guys? You traded 2 picks away. You traded picks away for quarterbacks that are fighting for your number 2 spot.
2 years in a row.
Unless that rumor that the Browns are trying to get Dak Prescott is true. And the reason why I say rumor is because that's what it is right now. We don't know if it's true or not, but it's been a lot of whispers of Dak Prescott maybe going to the Browns. So are you trying to get Milton and have a quarterback duo and a quarterback duel in preseason? Are you trying to have a preseason quarterback battle to see who is going to be your backup? Like, I don't understand. Usually people trade for people that's going to actually play. The Cowboys trade for quarterbacks that don't play. So, Welcome on. Let me ask you, man, what do you think about this?
Hey, and I just looked at Trey Lance's free agent as of right now. So remember the 4th round pick they gave to San Francisco means nothing because he's not even on the roster. And now you just gave up I believe again another 4th for Joe Milton.
For your backup.
To play backup. And like you
Hold
said,
on, didn't Debo just go for like a 3rd round?
he went for a 5th.
Wait a minute. No, 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 no,
Debo
no,
went for 5th to
no,
Washington.
no, no, no,
I
no, no.
promise you, bro.
Jerry Jones needs to be drug tested.
Hey, hey,
Debo Sanders went for a 5th round pick, and
hey,
Joe Mixon went for a 4th.
I'm gonna make it worse for you. Joe Milton did. He may hit like Joe Milton. Like he wasn't a high draft pick. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that makes it even worse.
That's what I'm saying. I'm adding more fuel to your fire. So it's kind of like when you look at this move, and I understand like yeah, maybe you didn't like Will Greer as your backup, who you had, that was on a depth chart at that point in time until they acquired Joe. For Joe, I think it works out for Joe because regardless of what happens with Dak Prescott, I think Joe Milton is going to put some good film in preseason and he's going to make some noise. And he's going to get some Cowboys fans behind him because Joe Milton, unlike Trey Lance, had some starters and some on D1 level. Played
Right.
played some
Right.
games, played in the SEC, played at Tennessee. After he transferred from Michigan, so he's seen some actual PT in the toughest league on the biggest stage against the toughest competition. So I just think his growth as a quarterback is further along than Trey Lance. And so the Trey Lance trade didn't make sense, although it kind of did. He wasn't going to push for Dak's job. I think Joe can, because Joe can actually throw that pill, bro. And we talking about like 90 yards downfield. And you don't think CD Lamb, he going to try to run and be happy to be on the other end of that?
But this also,
I'm just saying.
nah, you're 100% right. Now that's another. I'm agreeing with you again. And also, this also is similar to the Raiders. This also shows us they're not going to trade up to go get Shador.
Mm-mm. No.
Well, they can't now because they can't offer the fourth pick. I mean, fourth round pick in the
Oh,
package.
it's another situation, Mike, where I'm kind of like, well, damn, where's Shador going? Because at this point now, because we talked about it a few weeks ago, it's not like there's a lot of teams that need a quarterback off jump. You know what I'm saying? And right there, it's kind of like, well, damn. Obviously, the Giants, what they did, you're like, well, damn, it don't make sense for him to go there now. What the Raiders did, you're like, well, damn, it don't make sense for him to go there now. Now the Cowboys are like, well, damn, it don't make sense for him to go there now. Where does Shador Sanders go? He's gonna fall. I hate to say this. I think Shador might have a fall like Aaron Rodgers. I think, or like Lamar Jackson. He might go to the 20s. Because I hate to say that, but I'm kind of looking at the list and I'm like, they don't need a quarterback. I thought they did, but now that they just did this, it don't make sense now. So I'm kind of like, unless the Raiders do like a Falcons, like Michael Penix situation and still go get them, and I don't trust that. So
Right.
I don't know, bro. I think he might slide. I think he might slide.
Yeah, I just getting back to Joe Milton. I think Joe Milton I mean, he proved to us last year he could play in this league.
Nah, for real.
Uh, I think that he had a solid, couple of games that he did play. I think it's just weird that the Cowboys do stupid stuff like this. Like their fans be complaining about them not doing something, and then they do something erratic like this. So it's always funny for us that our Cowboy fans that be like, "Yo, what are y'all doing?" Like it doesn't make any sense. But
Gotta
speaking
relax.
of the draft, um, Colorado had their pro day, I believe, today on Thursday, um, and I believe some other teams had their pro day. What team just going into it pre-draft do you think has the most needs?
Ooh, damn. Ooh, ooh, that's tough because it's like you always look at the teams that are at the bottom that are just absolutely trash that have so many needs. Let me answer
Okay,
this.
I'll make it easier for you.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Playoff team.
Playoff teams. Oh, man. I'm gonna go to Washington. Let's go to the DMV. All right. I think you need more depth at your wide receiver position and your tight end position. Obviously, Terry McLaurin, love Scary Terry. Great. Obviously, I understand why you go get Debo. Cool. Only thing is, I'm starting to kind of be buyers beware with Debo because of the durability. If his body can take it, all I'm saying is get more depth and get younger. All right, because you're starting to get older at the position. Same with tight end. Love Zach Ertz, great guy. Love what he did in Philly. And he kind of helped brought some culture in for you guys in Washington at that position, but you still got to get younger. Um, Linebacker position too. I know you brought back Bobby Wagner. Love what he did. Still producing. He's also older.
Right.
So like some of the people that you guys have brought in are older guys. And yes, they are producing, but you still want to make sure that you got the depth that just in case they go down with the injury, whoever that they are mentoring can just feel right in and you're not missing a beat because you're about to get a lot of pressure on you. The fact that you made it to the NFC Championship game when a lot of people had ain't nobody said you was going to do that. And so now that you did that and you shown the capability of your team, now you showed people your ceiling, and you gotta stay there.
Yeah,
And that takes, come on, man, that takes a lot of job, not just from the players, but from the coaches, ownership, general managers, everybody. And now you got to get into that realm of consistency.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna stay in the DMV since you already came out to the DMV, man. Hey, man, I talked about this guy a couple times so far in the past. We're gonna talk about him again. He's the great one, the great eight, Alexander Ovechkin.
OVA.
He's 6 goals away as of this recording.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on. As this recording, he's actually 3.
Oh,
Yes, 3. He scored one
oh,
last night. He scored one last night.
so he's 3 goals away. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he close.
And oh man, 3 goals away.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could go to that game. I might have to sneak in, but I'm not too. I can't sneak in because the Wizards and the Capitals have the same arena, and I'm pretty sure I'm on the Wizards ban list. So
Yeah,
probably got me banned from there. Period. But anywho, Alexander Ovechkin, the great eight, man.
yeah.
What do you think about was like? We never. Well, I can't speak for you, but most people didn't think this record was going to be broken in their
Mm-hmm.
lifetimes. What do you feel about this moment, man? Like, are you pumped for it? Are you going to be watching it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I had even talked about it on one of these other platforms that I'd be talking on, and I just think this moment is huge, man. Especially for sports fans, especially those sports fans that watch all sports like we do. Like we watch all sports, and so, and I'm pretty sure Mike can probably feel the same way. Like we saw all of his whole career, and you being in DMV, like you're around it. So, I can only imagine how the city was when he brought that Stanley Cup. I can only imagine what it's going.
Red.
Dog, I can only imagine what the city's gonna be like when he breaks this record. Like, we got to put everything in context because hockey people put Wayne Gretzky as like their Michael Jordan. I want y'all to really understand this. Like, they're Jordan. Like, he's their god of hockey, and he's about to surpass him. Nobody like Mike wasn't bored with y'all. Like, ain't nobody thought this day would ever happen. Ever. And I know y'all in the DMV got to be excited because it's kind of like for like the first time sports wise, something like fantastic has happened, and he's been the same person giving it to y'all, the Stanley Cup and this record. Like this is huge. I think it's just big, not just for him, DMV, the city, the sport. This is big for all the sports fans. I can't wait to see it go down because it's going to happen before the season ends, and they only got a few games left. So I think he's going to knock it down before the season ends. And we got to remember, Mike, he missed half the season, dog, and he still put up crazy numbers.
Yeah.
So the
He
pace,
about to smash that record.
the pace that he's done it at. So he's been putting up crazy numbers in the time that he's played. His team is winning. Like they're one of the best teams in hockey. And so I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, he's stat chasing. He's patting. Nah, he's helping his team. Every puck he put in that net, every assist, every point he gets is meaningful, and that matters as well. We got to put that into context. When you putting up record numbers and you're winning, come on, dog. What we dog? Goat, and that's goat talk. Come on, let's go.
Listen, man, you mentioned that I'm here. I have followed Alexander Ovechkin's whole career.
Mm-hmm.
I am a Washington Capitals fan. Now, I don't know hockey as much as I know all the other sports, but I do know like 75% of hockey.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching it so much since I've been, a Caps fan. I
Yeah.
remember when the Caps used to wear the red and the blue and the white, and I know people about to say to me they still wear it, but there was a era where we had the black, the kind of tealish blue, not
Teal
tealish, but
and the
gold,
gold.
the
Yep.
gold.
Yeah, I
Then we
remember
went
that.
back to the red, blue, and white.
Mm-hmm. I remember that. Yeah.
Alexander Ovechkin has been here throughout all of that, it seems,
Mm-hmm.
and he's been the one thing that's been consistent with DC sports. Now, if you're from here, we've never really had, when it comes to basketball or even football, really. We've had for people in football that we've loved and that are revered here in
Mm-hmm.
the DMV, but we haven't had that one person that, for like LA, for example, LA's had Kobe, they've had Magic Johnson, their staple that stayed with them, that won with them, that the city celebrates. Chicago has Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
The Yankees and New York has Derek Jeter. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? You can say what you want. They got Eli.
Yeah.
You know, certain cities have their guy
Yeah.
that is one of the top sports people ever.
Yeah.
Well, we have one here in the DMV.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny we have it with hockey because in every other sport we tried, but we have one with hockey. He's been here consistently through RG3, through Bryce Harper,
Mm.
through Jalen Daniels now, through Gus Farrat, through freaking Chris Webber and the Juwan Howard Bullets Wizards, through Gilbert Arenas and the Wizards,
Mm.
through John Wall and the Wizards,
Mm.
Bradley Bill and the Wizards,
Talk to
um,
him.
uh, Clinton Portis in the Washington football team.
Well,
Santana Moss, Deion Sanders was here.
my boy
Bruce
Cookie.
Smith was here. I mean, we've had so many stars here, and the one consistent star that we've had is about to break the record. His name is Alexander Ovechkin, the Great Eight. He has done so much for hockey here. He's done so much for the sport of hockey. Period. Alexander Ovechkin has been here so long. I don't even know where he's really from.
Woo. He from Russia, bro.
No, he's from here. Hey, backyard band.
DC.
Down up the band. When Alexander Ovechkin, that's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. We tried everything, bro. I mean, I would say Ella Deladon.
Mm-hmm.
She's
For the
here.
yeah, yeah.
She's set out. I think was it 1 or 2 years?
Yeah, she been hurt couple had some bad injuries lately. Yeah.
Right. So she hasn't been playing, but she was on that level, and she's moving to that level because she brought us a championship as well for the Mystics.
Mm-hmm.
But Alexander Ovechkin, you mean everything to the DMV, bro.
Mm.
Like we really rock with you here in the DMV. You rock with us. You stay loyal to us. You never went anywhere else. You never even threatened to go nowhere else. We never heard about you wanting no trade, nothing like that. You've been here, man. And Wildcard Mom, I'm gonna put you on task on this show, man.
Yeah.
When that game comes up, you gotta remember me, man. You gotta remember me and remind me. Like you gotta hit me up when it's on.
Nah,
That
nah,
man, Mike.
nah, no worries. Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna do one better. I got a good feeling. I'm gonna try to. We should do it like a live cast for it, and go live and have the people watch the show, watch the hockey game with us. We gonna watch OVA break it live. That's what we should do. But hey, we'll talk. We'll talk. We'll talk.
Okay. Um, yeah, man. I just saw some disturbing real quick, and I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say what it is because it's really not disturbing. But I'm gonna get to the NBA real quick, man. The NBA playoffs, and the reason I saw that was disturbing. It's not really disturbing, but it is disturbing. Ja did the gun thing again.
You know what? I'm not gonna speak on it. I want you to handle
I'm
this.
not about to. I'm not doing it.
All right,
I ain't gonna do it because if I say what I was on my mind right now, then we might get canceled.
no, bro. Just will
We'll
you
get canceled before he do.
now? Hold on. No, bro. I'm asking you. Can you just have a big bro moment with him right now? Because I don't want to talk about it. I'm done with
I
him.
feel like I've had 17 of them with him. He don't listen to me. I'm the worst big bro ever. In this case, okay. All right, Ja. Stop. Moving on. The NBA playoffs is coming and they smoking, man. They about to be here like real soon. Like they're coming up real soon. And in the East, things are staying pat with Cleveland at top, Boston at the number 2.
Yeah.
But I don't remember if it was you or if it was me. But Milwaukee's slipping, and you know them boys sitting right outside.
Man, stop.
Now, on the flip side, in the West,
We going to the West this time? All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
in the flip side, the West, if everything shakes down the way it's going right now, you're gonna see gun-toting Ja versus Shea in the first round. Ooh, the NBA might want that. And you got the Clippers in the 7th seed, but you got Dallas and Sacramento. We're not gonna talk about the full playoffs. This is all I want to say. I want to ask you about. If the Dallas Mavericks still find a way to slip into the playoffs,
And don't. Are you really thinking that?
they're in the 9th right now. If they find a way to slip in the playoffs, does Nico Harrison
Save it.
deserve an apology?
Oh, ooh. I would say this. If that injury to Kyrie didn't happen, then the apologies would need to be as loud as the disrespect was. Because I ain't even gonna lie. Lately Anthony Davis been acting like a monster, bro. And it's been crazy. It's been crazy what they've been doing, what Dallas has been doing lately, dog. They at least at their last 10 have gotten back to 500, 5-5 at the last 10. And so they've been playing a lot better. And it's scary because what if they get out there playing tournament, bro? I ain't even gonna lie, dog. That would kind of like
But
I think
see, that's where I'm on the other side of it with than when you just said. Because you said if they had Kyrie, then the apologies need to be as loud as the disrespect, right?
mhm.
I think if they do it without Kyrie,
Oh, the apologies need to be super loud.
super loud. Because once Anthony Davis got hurt and then Kyrie got hurt,
Yeah.
it was like, all right, let's
Uh,
just go to the next year. You know what I mean?
I know Cap for
The
real.
fact that they have a chance
Yeah.
still with both of them, well,
Hey,
with Anthony Davis back,
yeah.
man, listen,
Hey, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
if they sneak in,
I know, bro. Hey, you know I'm gonna have to apologize and come on the show if they do that, right?
I mean,
I'm gonna have to come apologize.
can they realistically beat the Clippers if Anthony Davis is playing like he playing? Yes.
Well, yeah. Not only that. Wait. First of all, we already know we are a Kawhi and a James Harden injury away for the Clippers being clipped. We
And
know.
okay, so the way the play-in works is they will play Sacramento first.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if I'm ready to say that Sacramento can beat them. Although on paper they should be able to.
Man, Sabonis better lifting weights, boy. Because the way that Anthony Davis is playing right now, he eats Sabonis up right now, man.
And then The Clippers and the Grizzlies, they play the loser of that.
Mm-hmm.
If the Clippers lose that first play, and you might as well just whoever they play in the next game, you might as well just give them the game because them Clippers are gonna be ready to go to Cancun.
Pack your bags.
Yeah, like they're not trying to play two playing games.
Hell no.
They'll play one,
Yeah.
you know, because man. But it's some good playoff stuff going into the playoffs. Going in, you know who's not going to the playoffs?
Phoenix.
The Wizards. And
Hey,
these dummies started winning now, and
hey,
they about to fall out of the. They already fell out of last place
hey, bro.
for the number one pick
How the hell we talk about the West and you still throw shade at them?
because they just stupid.
Hey, bro.
They're one of the dumbest teams, and like I'm sorry, we got a little bit of time here. I'm just gonna go ahead and just say it. They're one of the dumbest franchises in the world. Carmelo Anthony, you must don't like life.
Yo, why do you say that, bro? Hey,
I
talk to
know
you.
you have one son,
Hey,
so
hey, talk to you. Hey, talk to your
I'm
man.
about to. I'm about to. You got one son, so luckily for you, you think you're bored and you got time to spend and time to waste in life. And you know what I'm saying. So you're thinking about actually trying to own the Wizards. Don't do that. You gonna Mello? We never seen you with gray hair.
Mm.
Them cornrows gonna be gray in 2 months.
Everybody.
You gonna come see the facilities. You gonna come see the roster. You gonna come see the arena.
Yeah.
You gonna come see the fan base,
Yeah.
and you're gonna be like, "All right, man, what did I sign on for?" Don't join any group trying to buy it. I just read because I forgot what team just got sold. I think it was the Timberwolves,
Yeah, Minnesota.
and
Yeah.
they said there would never be a team in the NBA selling for less than $3 billion.
Nah, no, no more. No
Let me
more.
say this to you, Mello. I don't ever say nothing about another man's money. But right now, I'm so glad that you're not rich enough to have $3 billion. I am so glad you don't. Matter of fact, I hope I'm not gonna go as far as say I hope you don't ever get it because I do want you to succeed in life.
Mm-hmm.
But I just hope the price keep going up so you can't get it because I like you.
And you don't need this.
You don't need this on your heart. Nobody do. The owner that owned the team don't even know that he owned the team no more. He don't know. He don't know when the games are.
He's
They don't send him a schedule no more.
just collect the check, bro.
They be having board of governors meetings because that's what they call it, governors or owners, whatever they call it, governors meetings. He don't show up.
Hey, he collect checks and sign checks. That's it, bro.
Listen, his son, Taylor owns his son, and shout out to his son. I forgot his name. Cool dude. He runs the Wizards NBA 2K League team.
Mm.
They won a ring before the damn Wizards. I think they might have won two by now, but I know they won one. He's way better than Tony Khan's son. Like, he's successful. He was winning. Like, he had a good team. So I'm trying to tell you, and I'm pretty sure he runs other operations with the team. I know him for sure. So his dad said, "Hey son, we're thinking about investing in the E team." He's like, "Let me run that. Get away from the real team." The damn Capital City Go-Go suck. That's the G League team. For those that didn't know, why you had to go drag Go-Go into this? We have a hard enough time as it is. Matter of fact, let me look this up real quick. I just
Hey,
need to know
hey,
because I believe they suck too.
hey, this is wild, bro. He said, hey,
Yeah,
man.
they suck. Well, they're not that bad. They ain't bad as the Wizards, but they bad. They 20-14.
Hey, but he still ain't good. Hey,
Their owner does not know who their owner is right now. He don't know who he is. He's out of his mind. And I don't mean like off drugs because I don't want to get sued. I'm not insinuating that. I don't know what he's high off of, but he ain't high off of winning. We know that.
A lot of losing, dog.
He owned the cap, so he don't care about none of this that's going on with the Wizards.
No, oh no. Hey, if he on both teams, he damn sure ain't giving a damn about the Wizards.
Dog, you know how every year they do the draft ball. The NBA draft.
The little ping pong, yeah.
Yeah, they send the people to the place. The Wizards owner never go.
Never goes.
He don't never go. He always sends somebody else. And he said like the unluckiest player. Like, why are you sending Eton Thomas? We trying to get the number 1 pick. He's supposed to be good luck.
You sent number 14 on the bench.
Or he says the kid.
14 guy on the bench.
He says the GM. You be seeing owners there and stuff like that. Mark Cuban be there trying to get the number 1 pick. The James Dolan was there trying to get the number 1 pick. You know, different things. You ain't never seen it. You show me in the comments out there when you get this clip. Somebody show me a picture of Ted Leonsis and see what he look like now. He don't care nothing about the Wizards. That man don't go to Wizards games.
Hey, that's funny, bro.
DC so bad right now, bro. Georgetown is an embarrassment.
Oof.
They shouldn't be called the Hoyas no more. They should be called the Hound Dogs. The way they be howling, losing. They suck. They play the same business as the Wizards. That's what happens. It rubbed off on them. They suck. Ever since they moved, this is what needs to happen. The Wizards need to go back to playing in Maryland because it really don't matter where they play at. They're going to suck anyway. The franchise is just, no matter where they play at, it is just tainted, okay? But the Hoyas were good when we was in Maryland. So send us back to Maryland, send the Hoyas back to Maryland, send the Commanders back to D.C. Matter of fact, I know this is going to suck saying this, and it's going to be really bad saying this, and people going to be like, Mike, what are you saying, man? Because this is kind of like a basketball area. Just go ahead and sell the team. Give it to Seattle. They deserve it more than we do. Ain't no Wizards fans here for real. It's just people that when they start doing a little bit good, they want to jump on the bandwagon and want to act like they fans because they from here. When they be losing 38 straight in a row, you don't hear a peep. Yeah, you can clip all this. I don't care. I want to piss Wizards fans off. I want to go viral pissing Wizards fans off. Hey, Wizards fans, you guys are bad decision makers in life. Most of you that I do know, you do make bad decisions in life. This is one of them. You keep pouring money into this team because they got red, white, and blue, and you can match everything with the red, white, and blue. You buy the hats, you buy the stupid jerseys, you buy the cherry blossom jerseys and all that type of stuff. For what? Why? They're going to lose. They don't invest the money back into the. Have you seen their practice facility? It probably like a hospital or something. It should be a hospital the way they play. These fools had the best chance to get the number 1 pick. And then they started winning a couple of games and started playing hard. You had one goal. That was to lose as many games that the percentages got so much higher for you that you might get the number 1 pick. Cooper Flagg, we about to talk about you in a minute.
Don't do it.
Don't you dare. You better. When they ask you after the national championship or the Final Four, are you going to go to the league? You say, I'm weighing my options. You better not declare until after the NBA draft lottery. I'm telling you, because the Wizards get you as the number 1 pick. I got more faith in you with the number 1 pick of Utah than the Wizards. Because at least with Karl Malone and John Stockton, they knew what to do. Everybody that Wizards pick in the first round here, they don't stay here. And either they go win a ring or they go rot like Bradley Beal. John Wall not even playing basketball no more.
But he's still getting paid, though, that contract.
Yeah, but that's how much he rotted here. And nobody want him. The bad habits and stuff started here. Going to the club, hanging out.
Tricking.
Yeah, all that stuff here.
Oh, yeah.
Gilbert Arenas, Nick Young. Look at the caliber of people I'm naming.
Revive Chocolate City, boy.
Again, all my people out there, all the people out there that I know, that are my friends and family, get some help. Okay? I wouldn't gamble with any of you because you guys are Wizards fans. That means that you gamble with your fandom. Like,
Hey, bro.
you can say whatever you want about my team, but at least my team is playing for something every year. Your team just does cardio.
Hey, hey, what's this do to you, bro?
I don't like them. I hate them. But speaking of basketball, and a couple of kids that hopefully they don't get drafted by the Wizards. Wizards drafted a French kid that messed his life up. He didn't want to go back to France. They drafted two, I think, in a row. They want to go back to France so bad. They hate it here.
They don't, they don't want to get traded. They just want to go back.
No, they just want to go back. You go to the Wizards, bro, you start contemplating playing basketball. Like, am I a basketball player? I think I'm a basketball player. I got an NBA jersey. Am I in the NBA? Start looking at your hands like,
Am I here?
this the Matrix? Did I take the wrong pill?
I could have took the red one.
Dog. Anywho, I'm gonna move on.
Hey, yo, what's wrong with fam, bro?
We're gonna get to the NCAA tournament final four. And we're gonna talk about the men first. Auburn versus Florida, and Duke versus Hershey Miller and Houston.
Mm.
Uh,
No, no, no.
Cooper flag.
Hey, yeah, Cooper.
Let's just be realistic, brother. Is anybody beating Duke?
Houston can.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So let's call it spade a spade. Don't get me wrong. Duke recruits good. Okay, they do. But we talking about them H Town boys. We talking about a different level of athleticism, man. All right. And Kelvin Sampson knows how to coach, man.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Man knows how to coach. Unfortunately, he's never won the big one. But at the same time, as I'm talking about coaching, I also got to give John Shire props for what he's doing at Duke. Like when you stepping into Duke, and you know what the situation you stepping into, filling shoes. You know what shoes you feeling, bro. Like,
And even if he don't win it, he still feels some big shoes still.
yeah, and I mean, and where he's at right now in the Final Four, we got to give credit where credit is due. So John Shire at the same time, in the same breath as we give praise to Kelvin Sampson, like John Shire got to give his credit too. I mean, ain't too many people gonna be able to just step into the shoes behind Coach K and not fold under pressure. Most 99.9% of people would have folded in that pressure, bro. He's that
Yeah.
0.1%, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
And I think Houston can get him. Can they? We'll find out later tonight. I'm gonna be watching for sure. Because I think it's a class of two styles. Because you look at fundamentally good basketball team that Duke normally is and what they're based off of versus an athletic basketball team that you're gonna see in Houston. You know, I think it's gonna come down, can Houston not make the mistakes? If they keep their turnovers down,
Mm-hmm.
it might yeah, it might get bad for Duke. Because I think that athleticism could smother Duke. And if they not making turnovers, they could probably start turning Duke into turning over. And the athleticism take over. You start seeing cats doing this. All right. And that's a possibility. And it also could go the other way around too. Let that fundamentally game that Duke play work and Houston making turnovers. That'll smother them. And then next you know, Houston's down by 20. So I I don't know, man. It's those are three options we got because that's just really just how they match up well. It could really be a coin flip of what the three options we got. But on the other side with Auburn and Florida, man, it's they know each other. Playing in the SEC, I think we might get a buzzer beat on this one, dog.
Okay. And you know what is awkward about? Well, it's not awkward. If you don't watch basketball, college basketball, but you do watch college football, you would say to yourself, wait a minute, is this the SEC championship game? Because it's those two schools. But if you know with college basketball, these two schools have some good, pretty much, especially with Florida, has some rich basketball history. Um,
We also got to remember the SEC put 14 teams in this tournament
yeah, which is ridiculous.
out of 64. You do the math. All right.
Yeah, I think Florida's going to win this one. And I also picked Duke in the other one. I do want to see the Miller boy
Yeah.
get one, but that'd be dope to see Master P on the main stage.
Yeah.
About it with his son. That'd be dope. But let's move on to the women, which some people say is the main event. UCLA versus UConn and South Carolina versus Texas. I think I already know where we're both going to go with South Carolina and Texas.
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina.
Of course.
Okay. So the actual game that we're really going to be watching to really dissect everything is UCLA versus UConn.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead with your thoughts.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be dissecting it because we're going to see if UCLA defense can slow down Page. I mean, that's the name of the game.
Yeah.
That's going to be the name of the game. And you know, and obviously as we record this, the result of this game has already happened. But you know, I'm excited to see that matchup. And that's one thing I'm for sure excited to see because I want to see Paige at her best because I think she's going to get a challenge thrown her way. Because UCLA, hey man, don't let
There ain't
that.
no slouch.
Oh, that 34-2 record is legit. All right, and you know they had to go through some tough teams to get here, and is they're at a point where you know UCLA on the women's side of basketball things don't make it to this point a lot on a
No, they
regular
don't. They
occurrence.
actually don't.
Yeah, so you know what they're doing right now is groundbreaking. Obviously, it's a build up. You know, obviously over the last couple of years they were getting better, and this is almost the you know you know more seasoned part of their program that's gotten to this point. So you just got to give them props. But we also know what UConn is. You know what I'm saying? We know what UConn is. We know what Gino do. This is time. I mean, is he's in a rare air. Not too many coaches that can go toe to toe with Gino at this time of year. So we'll see what happens. I'm still picking Paige and UConn. I
I think the
pressure.
experience.
Yes, that's what I was going with. The experience, pressure. I think there's going to be some ladies on the UCLA team like, damn, it's Paige. Damn, it's UConn. Oh shit, it's Gino Yoriema. He didn't even bother recruiting me. But there he is. And I'm just saying, like, there's gonna be probably some ladies on that team that might just get a little starstruck and a little bit too much pressure. That experience matters. UConn been there, they done that. So you know, and let's be honest, we all want that matchup. We want the matchup.
You
All
do.
right. It was two matchups, and you know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Mike. There was two matchups I wanted in the national champion. And on one side was a USC. All right. It didn't matter. All right. It was going to be Dawn Staley and the Gamecocks. That was cemented. All right. The other side is what could it change. It was the other USC with
Yeah.
Juju and
Yep.
USC. All right.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, we know about the situation of the injury, and they already got eliminated. Boom. All right. And the other matchup was UConn and Page. That's what
Right.
we wanted. All right. So
Right. I'm with you.
I mean, it's kind of the stars are aligning. Hopefully for that matchup for us to see. And if you really think about it, it's another situation where the women's tournament is going to crank out some numbers for that national championship if they get that matchup. They're gonna crank out crazy numbers for that.
Crazy numbers. So we have come to the end of the show. But I have a surprise for everyone in the show. I was going to do this on the show, but I'm not going to do it on the show. Later on today at 1 p.m., and I'm going to make sure I send it to Wildcard Mar as soon as possible. Later on today at the 613 Network, we are bringing back the Hollywood Reign. And this week's recipient is the whole University of Maryland. I know y'all like, damn, I'll be going to the DMV. But Hollywood Rant at 1 p.m. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're listening to this, go on YouTube 613 Faye Productions page, and you're going to see Hollywood Rant is coming back. It'll be back this week. We've been talking about it behind the scenes of bringing back our shows. So I'm bringing back my show this Saturday. I'm sending it to Wildcard Mar. And yeah, man, this has been D-Man K Sports Podcast. Hopefully you hit that like and subscribe. If you're new to this, stay true to this. Thank you for viewing this. Hey, Wildcard Mar, tell them your socials, man.
Hey, big news for Mike T. I gotta make sure I got the intro ready. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to make another one. But hey, hey, my.
Yeah, I don't remember what I don't remember what my music was, but if it ain't that, give me G Money Betts music, then whatever you gave him, give it to me. He had the best music. I remember that part.
Hey,
I
man.
do remember that.
Hey, you stupid. Hey, man, y'all know where to find me. Going over to the Twitter, man. KC Wildcard Mar, of course, ILW Sports Network, and my other family right here every Saturday, 613 Faye Productions. Chill, you know what it is.
Yes, sir. And you can find me, Coach Drip _ Mike T, on Twitter, on Instagram. Those are both the names, the same name. And on Facebook, you can find me, Michael Turner, 613 Faye DMV on Instagram, 613 Faye on Twitter, and 613 Faye on YouTube. You also, if you're listening to this, we on Google, I don't even know if Google Podcasts still exists, but I'm gonna still keep saying it because I don't know for sure. I need to look at it one day. I keep saying that, but Apple Podcast, and we on Spotify. So make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Hey, listen, man. Listen, we Moco Center is coming soon, and that's coming back in August. But we still got action-packed content each and every Friday with your boy Hollywood Mike T. We are doing Maryland Tech, and just so y'all know, some of the episodes we're about to be dropping because we want to get y'all the end of the season. We'll be dropping them on Fridays and Mondays as well. So coming up soon, we'll have some in Monday. We'll have 2 episodes a week. Later on today, you can catch Foes Up, Quads Down, Four Corner Boys, in the Four Corners of Wrestling. Each and every Sunday, you can find King Mail, Top 5 Wrestling Moments of the Week. And yeah, man. I don't know what Jay used to say. Oh yeah, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here. We about to shut the door on you. Shouts out to G Money. Shouts out to Jae Jones.
Yeah, y'all. Peace.